Hello, stats kids. I am gone today, as you well know, because I am getting ready for my roommate to move in and cleaning out my house. So I took a personal day today, but I'll be back tomorrow. So everybody write down 2.1, day 1, frequency distributions, and today's date, which is 2/20. And then write down these numbers. Okay. Let's say that you asked people what's the most they would spend on a fancy meal. And this is what people said. Fancy meal for a couple people, we'll say. And this is the data you got. Now, if you want to put it into a graph, which this chapter is all about graphing, then what you need to do is you first have to put it into a table. And that's what a frequency distribution is. It's an organized table. Remember that this is a video, which means that at any point that if you want to stop, you can. And pause the video. All right, we're going to make a table that has 6 rows. And 3 columns. Okay. All right. Sorry, my pen kind of died mid-column. Okay. So here's how you do this, and it is very annoying to get this wrong. So I need you to pay close attention. You're going to write classes on top of the first column, tallies on the next, and frequency on the third. This is a simple frequency distribution. All right, to make a simple frequency distribution, you take the highest data point you have, and you minus the lowest, and then you always round up to the nearest whole number, even if that whole number is, even if you're already at a whole number. So if I look at this, let's see, my highest number looks like it's 340. I don't know why somebody would spend $340 on a meal for 2 people, but there are people who would. And then it looks my lowest is 65. So in my calculator, I'm going to take 340 minus 65. Which is 275. So I'm going to take 275, and then I'm going to divide by, so you take the highest minus lowest, you divide by the number of classes, and then we're going to round up. So 275 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 classes, 6 rows, is 45.8. And 45.8 rounds up to 46. So even if this had been like 45.2, I still would have rounded up to 46. If it was 45. I still would have rounded up to 46. You always got to round it up, and I'll explain that to you tomorrow. So now what we're going to do is we are going to start at the lowest number. So you're going to start at 65. This is going to be like 65 to something, something to something, something to something. And the way I figure out what that next something is I'm going to jump by 46. This is called my class width. That's how much I'm jumping by. So in my calculator, I'll take 65 plus 46, and that is 111. So this one's going to be 111, and I'm going to add 46 again and get 157. Add 46, get 203. Add 46, 249, and then I'm going to add 46 one more time and get 295. Now when it comes for what number should be on the other side of the class, it's the number that's right before this one. So right before 111 is 110. Right before 157 is 156. Right before 203 is 202. This one's 248. This one is 294. The last one you can't do that trick for though, because for the last one you don't have another category to look at it, which is above it. But you can notice that this is also, see 110 and 156, this is also jumping by 46. So if I just take 294 and I add 46 to it, then I'll get the other half, which is 340. Okay. Now I'm going to start with tallies and figure out where everything goes. So I'm going to start with this 128. That goes in this category, so I'll put a tally there. This one's 100. 180 goes, I guess, in this category. Go ahead and continue on your own and then see if your work matches mine. If you're not done yet, make sure you pause the video so that you can finish first to compare before I keep going. All right, now there were originally 16 terms. A frequency is just a total or a count up of your tallies. So 5 tallies in that first category, 5 in the next. This one was 3, 1, 1, and 1. And then at the bottom here, I'm going to draw this Greek letter. It looks like an E, but with like kind of sharp edges to it. This is the Greek letter sigma. I know, it's hilarious because sigma means a whole bunch of extra things now these days due to social media and teenagers, but this is actually called sigma. And sigma means